All right, I want to go ahead and actually begin this practice quest quiz test review. And so we'll just jump in and get started. So I split it into two parts, and I want to kind of review some circular motion stuff. So by the way, every single one of these formulas here is going to be available that I put right here, like all of them, including the wave and periodic motion. Notice I call it topic 1 because after the seniors graduate, we're going to be getting a little bit more advanced with this. So circular motion, we have an object moving in a circle of radius 1. It has a speed of 2 meters per second. And real simple, just to get started, the acceleration is going to be v squared divided by r. Keep it real simple. 4, that's 2 squared, divided by 1, that's going to be 4. Please keep your units straight, meters per second squared. Just to be clear, v is meters per second, acceleration is meters per second squared, and that's something that we kind of get thrown off on. And then if we want the net force on it, F net is going to be m times a circular, which is going to be, or a centripetal, and that's going to be 2 times 4. I got a little ahead of myself there, so that's 8 newtons, okay, forces in newtons. And then we kind of keep this going here. I threw a little twist in here. We want to know its speed, its period, and its frequency. So the speed, we're going around a circle with circumference 4 meters. The interesting part here is that that means the speed is going to be, for a circle, the speed is going to be circumference over time if we're traveling around a circle. This kind of threw people off. So what that means is v is going to be 4 divided by 2, which is 2 meters per second. Now its period is going to be 2 seconds. That's the time it takes. And its frequency is going to be 1 over 2, which is 0.5 hertz, something we wouldn't think about, but it is possible to calculate it for a circle. Now its centripetal acceleration, let's get the radius because we're going to need that. So the radius is going to be the circumference divided by 2 pi. And so that's going to be 4 over 2 pi, which is 2 over pi. That's the radius. So to get the centripetal acceleration, that's going to be v squared divided by r, which is going to be here, 2 meters per second squared divided by r. I'm going to be a little bit obnoxious here. Remember, to divide by a fraction is to multiply by its reciprocal. So what that means is this is going to equal 2 squared times pi over 2, which ends up being 2 pi meters per second squared. Or if you prefer, you can write that as 6.28 meters per second squared. Now, if there's a 1 kilogram mass, what's the net force? F is ma, which is 1 times 6.28. And that ends up being 6.28 newtons worth of force.